Yo, what is up, everyone? I'm super excited to finally be making this video because I've been wanting to make a Q&A video since I started YouTube. But of course, I wanted to wait till I had more, of a following to do so. And now I do. And all of you left me some pretty good questions. I'm gonna be honest. I actually like a lot of these questions, so I'm pretty excited to answer them. So let's get straight into it. Also, whenever I'm talking and don't know what to put on screen, I'm just gonna have this Garden Warfare 2 gameplay playing in the background. So hopefully that's not a problem. But yeah, let's get into it. Also, real quick, watch this clip. Oh, yo, that missile just flew past my head. That missile just flew. I'm going. Anyway, on to the questions. All right, the first question I got was, are you planning to get the 8-inch version of the Terrence plush? Yes, 100%. I want to get the 8-inch Terrence. I just haven't yet because, well, I don't have the money for that. Those go for like $50, $60 on eBay, and I don't got that kind of money right now. But when I get the money, I'll get it. All right, next question. Pizza or hamburger? I'm not gonna lie, that's actually kind of a tough one because I like both. But if I had to choose, I'd probably say hamburger. I'm not gonna lie, because sometimes that Baconator from Wendy's do be hitting different. Same thing with anything from McDonald's. So I guess I gotta choose burger. Also, before we continue, I want to clarify one thing. I've never done anything like a Q&A, so if this is complete buns, I'm sorry. I've never done this before, but yeah, that, and also if my mic quality is really bad, I'm quite literally recording this on my phone in my kitchen. So if you hear like an echo, that's why. Please bear with me. I've never done this before. Anyway, 1, make a plush of Tiffany Fisher, and 2, Bubble prank call Tiffany Fisher because it'd be funny. Okay, 1, I mean, I could make a plushie of Tiffany, I guess, but like, me and her aren't really friends like that. Not only that, but even if I made a plushie of her, there's still the thing that I would have to like tell her like, hey, do you want to collab and like do this video with me when Bubbles prank calls you? I would want to do that, but the only problem with that is I don't know if Tiffany Fisher or most content creators in general even want to collab with me due to the fact that I cuss in my videos, which is like, if I'm going to collab with somebody and they don't want me to cuss in the video, I won't. If we're going to collab and you just say, hey, don't cuss, I won't. But like the thing is, I think due to how kid friendly and stuff Tiffany is, I don't think she's gonna want to collab with me and introduce her audience to somebody like me, because again, I cuss a lot and I'm like, oh, my content's definitely way more mature, like way more for like mature audiences, and I don't think Tiffany is gonna want to introduce her very kid-based audience to my kind of content when I'm constantly cussing and shooting things and killing things. Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can try, but I doubt it'll happen, so I guess sorry. But on to the next question. All right, question 1. I'ma bite you, and I'm gonna file a restraining order. Like, what? Okay, anyway, on to the next question. What's your favorite plant or zombie in PvZ? Ooh, that's actually a good one. Hold on, I gotta think about that. Okay. Well, if we're talking about the original Plants vs. Zombies, for plants, I gotta say Chomper. Mostly because he has probably one of the coolest designs in my opinion. That, and also later on in Garden Warfare, they give him like a lot of personality, and I kind of like how he's like a dog. It's really cool. And for zombies, I definitely gotta say like All-Star or like Disco Zombie, especially Disco Zombie, because I think it's really cool that back when the game first came out, Disco Zombie was supposed to be Michael Jackson, but then they had to change it because right around the same time when they made it, he died. So like, I just think it's really cool. I think Disco Zombie definitely got to be my pick for zombies. Okay, now question 3. Favorite movie of all time? Okay, now I didn't even notice this question when I was screenshotting all the comments, but this is probably my favorite question so far. Okay, my favorite movies of all time. I'm gonna say a top 3, okay, because it's hard to pick just one. It's gotta be Transformers Dark of the Moon, Chappie, and Real Steel. Notice how they're all robot movies, okay? Don't judge me. I love robot movies with action and stuff. But anyway, all 3 of those movies are absolute peak cinema. If you've never seen them, go watch them because you're missing out. All right, question 4. Danny, I swear to, you're making me mad, Danny. You better stop. I don't care. I'm filing the goddamn restraining order as I'm recording this, Danny. I swear to God. You're making me mad, Danny. You're making me. Okay, I'm gonna do these questions next because out of all the ones I got so far, these ones are probably my favorite. Okay, question 1, which is a really good one. What is your favorite custom you've made so far? Now, I love questions like these because I love when people question me about things I make or like my content or stuff like that. So I really like this question. And to answer it, my favorite custom I've made so far is probably Bounce, because Bounce is easily my most accurate plush. Like, I know I've made Laserbeak, I've made a Chili Bean, and I'm making a new character right now. But to answer that question specifically, my favorite is definitely Bounce, because he's the most accurate, and yeah. What are some of your favorite plush tubers, or who are some of your favorite plush tubers? Ooh, this is kind of tough. I also don't want to say anything that might hurt somebody else's feelings, but I'll just answer the question. Now, me personally, I like almost all the plush tubers I've watched, but if I had to choose 3 that are like my favorite, then I'd probably say SML, duh, Luigi fan, and Banjo videos. And of course, those aren't the only plush tubers I watch. Hell, I don't even watch Banjo videos or Luigi fan anymore. I just put them on here because I grew up watching them. If I had to pick between people I watch, like currently, like as of now, like current plush tubers I'm watching, it would easily be Cherry Channel, Willy, and Sussy Sonic. Oh, yeah, and also forgot, Cherry Channel's the one who left this question. Funny. Anyway, also, I want to mention, Puggo's plush was going to be on here because I actually used to be like a big fan of him until I found out all the controversies and kind of realized that his content's kind of weird and kind of sucks overall, so just wanted to throw that in there. Anyway, on to the next question. What is your favorite video on your channel at the moment? Oh my god, again, this is a difficult question. I don't even know how to answer it. No, shut up, past me. This is future me. Okay, listen, yesterday when I was editing this video, I couldn't pick one video. I was thinking of plush videos, so I named Bomb's Pet Plant, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and How's Broken Beak. But I've changed my mind because since editing this yesterday, I remembered this absolute peak video on my channel. It's a Rec Room VR video called Me and the Boys Play Night Toy Bonnie featuring Gru. That is my favorite video I've ever made because I've never watched that video without dying laughing at least once. Will there ever be a Brain Rot Part 3? Oh, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting you guys to like the Brain Rot series so much. I mean, I made the first ever Blues Brain Rot as a joke, and then part 2 was just kind of like to continue it because I saw a lot of people liked it, and a lot more people liked part 2. So seeing how much you guys liked part 1 and liked part 2, 100% I'm gonna make a part 3, 100%. And if you guys like part 3, I'll make a part 4. So yeah, 100% there's gonna be a part 3. It just depends on when I plan on making it. What made you want to be an Angry Birds plush tuber in the first place? Okay, now this is where it's probably gonna turn to a yap session, but let me give you guys a little story time. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I started off as a hater to the Angry Birds plush community, right? Because back then I used to make FNAF plush videos, but then I kind of quit plush tubing for a while. I kind of quit being a plush tuber and tried to be a gaming channel, but then that also flopped. So I came back into being a plush tuber. But I remember I was scrolling through like YouTube and stuff, and I found Banjo videos, and Banjo videos kind of like reopened my eyes to the Angry Birds community and like reminded me like, oh yeah, Angry Birds is a thing. So I kind of started doing like a deep dive in the Angry Birds plush community to see if there was something worth, you know, if I wanted to make content with Angry Birds, I wanted to see if it would be worth it, you know, if there was a big enough community to even grow for myself, right? And then I found Sussy Sonic, and I'm gonna be honest, Sussy Sonic is probably the only reason why I'm here right now. And if I had to give all my thanks to somebody, it would probably be to him. Of course, there's other people who helped me on my journey, like Baldwin and Cherry, so of course, huge thanks to them. But I'm talking about from the beginning, from the very beginning. Sussy Sonic 100% was my biggest inspiration to become an Angry Birds plush tuber. Because initially, like I said, I kind of started off as like a hater in a way. And I was kind of like, oh yeah, there's no way people still like watching this kind of stuff nowadays, right? But then I found Sussy Sonic and I realized that there's a community, you know, there's still a community for this kind of content. So then I started becoming a plush tuber myself. And Sussy Sonic is also the one who kind of inspired me to also make custom plushies and, you know, do this and to make more in-depth stories, you know, and that people would enjoy it. So, I mean, pretty much, thanks to Sussy Sonic, I'm here right now. So if you're watching this, you're awesome. I still gotta catch up on your series because damn, that shit is long and the lore is crazy, but oh, that was a lot of talking. Alright, next question. Who is your most and least favorite Angry Birds character? Okay, my most favorite Angry Birds character probably has to be either Hal or Mechanic Pig, and my least favorite, the only character I can think of that I really don't like in Angry Birds is Movie Silver. She's the only character I can think of that I don't like, either Movie Silver or the new Ruby. Nothing against the creator or like her, I just don't like the fact that they kind of retconned the original Ruby for the new Ruby and just act like, you know, the other one never existed. What is your favorite and least favorite video you ever made? Well, I already answered the first one, you know, my favorite one being the rec room video I already talked about. But my least favorite video probably has to be Eric the Pimp. Now, Eric the Pimp is like one of my older videos, but the thing I hated about that video was the fact that there was a main plot and a side plot, and the main plot was terrible. Meanwhile, the side plot was actually really interesting and funny, but I kind of, again, sidestepped it and turned it into a side plot instead of making it its own video, which I really regret because the side plot was so funny, and I honestly might take it and use it for a future video because it was just that alone, which it was so funny. How did you feel when you hit 500 subscribers? How didn't I feel? Bro, I was feeling all kinds of emotions because one thing about me is I have terrible anxiety and I overthink a lot. Like, I overthink every little thing. Someone could say I'm a poop face, not overthink it for like a month straight, right? So I was really worried that people didn't really like my content, or like people would like watch me but didn't really care about me, right? Or I thought some of the people who would support me were just doing it to do it. They didn't really care. But then when I hit 500 subscribers and saw all the people in my DMs, all the people in my comments, all the people on my posts I made just congratulating me and saying, you know, like, you deserve this, you deserve so much more, like, you're awesome, like, all that, I was crying. I'm gonna be honest, I was crying. When I made my video, I may not have seemed like I cared, but that's because I was just crying moments before. I was so happy, like, genuinely, like, I was actually genuinely happy. And it really just made me realize, like, damn, you guys and my fans and supporters really do care about me. And it really just made me realize that, and I just got really emotional for it. And I was just really happy and proud of myself. I felt like I really did achieve something, because I did. I'm proud of myself and proud that I really am, you know, making an impact on some people. What would you do if you reached 1K subs? Now that, first off, I would cry, part 2. Second off, I would probably start working on a big series I've been planning. I have a really cool plush series I've been planning for quite a while, but I want to wait till I have more of like a fan base to do it. And just to give an idea, it's going to be something related to like multiverses or something like really lore heavy. But I want to wait till I have more of a fan base to do so. So once I hit 1K subs, I'll probably announce that series and give more info on it. And then, you know, you guys will finally get to see what I've been working on for the last like year. But it's a big project I'm working on. Waffles or pancakes? Okay, that one's easy. Pancakes. Excited for the Angry Birds movie 3 or the FNAF movie 2? Okay, now for the Angry Birds movie 3... kind of. I don't know. It's a 50-50. Either it's gonna be trash or it's gonna be good, okay? I don't think it's gonna be amazing, but it's either gonna be good or utterly trash, like the second one. But for FNAF 2, FNAF 2, oh my god. That movie looks like it's about to be peak cinema. I cannot wait to see the toys in action. I can't wait to see the wizards. I can't wait to see more kids die. Any advice to give to the people wanting to start making videos or smaller channels? All I can simply say, like the basics, is like be patient. Don't expect yourself to blow up overnight. Unless you have amazing luck and the first video you post just blows up, don't expect to become famous overnight. Like, I've been making content for almost 3 years, and I still only just now hit 500 subscribers, right? Like, sure, for the first 2 years, I wasn't really focusing on making content, so that's probably why I didn't grow that much. But either way, you get the point. Be patient, have passion, put effort into your videos, and just have fun doing it. Make sure if you're doing it, it's something you want to do. Don't do something you don't want to do. Don't do something you hate doing. Do what you want to do and what you enjoy doing. See, like me personally, I kind of learned that the hard way in some ways. Like, before I started making Angry Birds plush videos, I was actually an FNF content creator, and I was doing well. Like, every single FNF animation I would post would get hundreds of thousands of views. My most viewed video on my channel was an FNF video of Darnell fighting Pico, and that shit had like 300,000 views, and overnight it gained my channel like 200 subscribers. The video had like 100 comments, like 500 likes. That shit was blowing up, and that's how every single animation was doing. It was doing amazing, but the problem was, it's not what I liked doing. I had zero motivation to make FNF content. Matter of fact, I hated making FNF content. I just posted that stuff because I was bored and didn't know what to post, and it just so happened to blow up. But it's not what I liked doing, so I quit doing it and moved on to making Angry Birds plush videos. Sure, it's not what's bringing in the views, but it's what I love doing, and that's what I do now. Can you tell King Pig to lay off the calories? Don't worry, I got you. Be right back. Alright, sorry King Pig, but I was gonna say you gotta lay off the... Bro, King Pig, like I just got these, bro, Chacho. Like, bro, you're not eating these goddamn Nutter Butters, buddy. Bro, your big belly ass needs to get to the gym. That's what you need to do, like Baldwin said. Lay off them damn calories. Get your ass out that front door. Alright, last question. Are you going to continue the FØXY show or not? The FØXY show? What? Why would I continue that? That's so old. Like, there's nothing new to be done. Like, bro, it's not like there's any, like, bro, why would I even season 4? Like, why would I even do
season 4, bro? The story already ended. The characters already in house. There's not even a...
So I don't know, that's definitely a cool idea. Whatever, anyway guys, that's the end of the Q&A. Thank you all for your questions, because I'm gonna be honest, these questions are really good. Like, I liked a lot of these questions, and I'm glad all you guys participated and left your comments and, you know, all that stuff. And of course, thank you all so much again for 500 subscribers. I'll probably make some more videos to celebrate, but I just wanted to make this big Q&A, because like I said, it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. But yeah, again, you know, thank you guys all so much. And I guess I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.